Gossip. We've all been warned about it. If you can't say something nice, say nothing. Ever heard that? And of course, we probably all remember the Go-Go's, and our lips are sealed. Sometimes gossip isn't so obvious, though. Sly people may say something like, "You're doing business with so-and-so? Well, I hope that works out for you. Not too long ago, I heard they were having some personal problems. Seemed to hold them back from making their deadlines. I'm sure it's all settled now." They've planted a seed, and now you have doubts. They didn't come right out and say, "This person has a drug problem," or "they steal," or "you can't count on them." No, they were much more subtle, and sometimes that's even worse. By the way, if you'd like to hear more about mental health, Native Americans, and the medicine wheel teachings, please subscribe to my channel. And if you'll hit that bell, you're more likely to be notified when I publish a new video. Thank you very much. When someone tells you something about someone else, you have to examine the ulterior motive. Why is this person saying these things? At first glance, it may appear that they're trying to save you some grief or heartache, and that's what they want you to think. This is the obvious answer, and unfortunately, few people take the time to think past it. The second most obvious reason is that they want your relationship with the person in question to be compromised. Whether it's out of genuine interest for your well-being or to cause the other person some pain is the real question. The third, and one of the most important issues we should examine, is, does this person really know what they're talking about? Is their point of view distorted by their personal experience? If this person was treated badly, is it possible that they did something first to warrant this behavior? The story they tell might be missing several important details. The events leading up to a falling out are very important. This could have been the straw that broke the camel's back, and they might be leaving out key escalating elements. Why would they do this? Because the parts they're leaving out make them look bad, and they want you to trust them and turn against the person they're bad-mouthing. A big argument that ends a relationship doesn't happen in a vacuum or all of a sudden. If someone is telling you how unreasonable, how outrageous someone else is, remember, that may be their perspective, but it might not be accurate. They may have conveniently eliminated key events that justify the behavior they claim to be insane. It's up to you to look at all the angles and decide just how much of their story holds water. Another key point to take into account is that people change. There are all kinds of cute little sayings that make you think this isn't so. A leopard doesn't change its spots. A snake only sheds its skin to grow larger, and so on. But physics tells us there's really only one constant in the universe: change. Things will always change. Humans adapt. We learn. We grow. And we change. If the person telling you the story is relating an event that happened yesterday, that's one thing. But if this happened a few years ago, a decade ago, several decades ago, odds are it really doesn't apply anymore. Every cell of our body regenerates in 7 to 10 years, depending on the type of tissue. So even our bodies are not the same. There's no doubt our behavior will have changed. Some will grow and mature. Others will regress. And of course, there are those that dig in their heels and decide to repeat their behavior with a vengeance. But don't assume a story told to you about someone from long ago is applicable today. Do your own research. Does their recent behavior uphold these assumptions? Or have their actions been in direct contrast with what you've been told? Always examine someone's ulterior motives when they gossip about another. What would they stand to gain if you believed their words? How would your changed behavior affect the person who's being bad-mouthed? Would this bring joy to the one telling you this story? Do they have a reason to seek revenge? Could you be part of their scheme? Don't allow yourself to be used. Do your own research and think for yourself, because here's an unpleasant fact. When a narcissist can no longer manipulate someone, they tend to spread rumors about how crazy, unreasonable, demanding, and egocentric they are to anyone who will listen. And this is their final effort to control the narrative and have revenge. You may be part of their plot if you aren't careful. Not only is it unpleasant to be manipulated like that, but you also may have allowed yourself to be used to hurt an innocent person. The worst part is that this person actually could be someone you would want in your corner. Your life could be better for having befriended them. But the gossiper doesn't care about that. All they care about is retribution. Collateral damage doesn't mean a thing. Think twice before listening to someone who claims to just be trying to save you some trouble. They may actually be trying to start some.